Welcome to the Herb Man T podcast. I am your host, Herb Man T.
Spectate.
I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real good. If you want to support the podcast, head over to patreon.com/herbmant, patreon.com/herbmant. And if you're watching a replay of this video and you've seen my content online, go ahead and drop a thumbs up. And while you're at it, go ahead over to YouTube and like and subscribe over there on youtube.com/herbmant. Now what I'm looking for is the tag banners. That's what it was. Boom, put that banner up there. So today's topic is going to be about digestive problems, with the main focus on herbs for the digestive system. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see my screen. I'll have a image of the digestive system on the screen. That way you can view it. All right, there you go, right there on the screen. Ba-da-doom. Yeah, so when you're talking about digestive problems, why would you even care? Why should you be concerned with herbs for the digestive system? Well, due to the diet that's abundant in America, a lot of starch, a lot of salt, a lot of what man should not be eating. And it can lead to things like IBS, flatulence, gas, inflammation, which then turns into chronic inflammation over time if not dealt with. So some common colon diseases, as they would say, are colon cancer, which is one of the worst. You have IBS, Crohn's disease, basically chronic inflammation, diverticulitis. I don't know how I got tongue twisted there. Diverticulitis, inflammation, basically in the colon, just of the diverticular. So, but essentially, inflammation in the diverticular, inflammation in the stomach. It all comes back down to everything being inflammation somewhere. And inflammation is an immune response. All right. So it's the body telling you that, hey, something's going on here and we need to correct it. Whether it's in the esophagus, the stomach, small intestines, colon, liver, etc. So the first thing to do when correcting bowel problems is food. Look at what you're eating. Probably the first thing it will tell you is, what are you eating? And if anything is causing a, let's say, flare up or inflammatory response, stop eating it. Or they would say, eat less of it. Well, if you're eating any kind of starch, it isn't good, because starches are complex carbohydrates. And it's harder for the body to break down these complex carbohydrates. The body likes simplicity. And in simplicity, you'll find carbohydrates, which are simple sugars, fruits, berries, and melons. After all that food salad, fruits, berries, and melons is what you want. So, and I forgot to mention, so what is the digestive system in the first place, right? So the digestive system, you have the mouth. In your mouth, you'll find your teeth, tongue, and also you'll find salivary glands that are not found in the mouth, but are a part of it. There are none on the image on the screen, no salivary glands. And then the food enters into your mouth and then passes down the esophagus via peristalsis, which is controlled by your adrenal glands, goes into the stomach, where then protein is now being digested for the first time. From the stomach, it enters into your small intestines, the first part being the duodenum. And inside the duodenum, you have the liver secreting bile, into the gallbladder then secreting it into a duct where it meets the pancreatic enzymes, where now the pancreatic enzymes as well as the bile is going into the duodenum to help break down your foods even further. Then from there in your small intestines, everything is being absorbed all throughout your small intestines. Then it moves into the colon, right here being the cecum, goes up the ascending colon, across the transverse, down the descending, and out through the rectum. So that is the path food takes through the digestive system. Now, once it's in the small intestines, it's the new nutrition is absorbed in the blood as well as the lymphatic system. Okay. Once this nutrition is absorbed in the blood and lymphatic system, it heads over to the liver. So then the liver then starts to distribute it all throughout the body. Now, I want to branch off on the lymphatic system for a second because the lymphatic system is responsible for absorbing your fats. All right. And then if your fats are not being absorbed through the small intestinal walls into the lymphatic system, it can create congestion and cause you not to be absorbing your other nutrients, whether it be iron, magnesium, etc. So it's important to make sure the lymphatic system is always moving. And anytime the body is inflamed and the inflammation or swelling isn't going down quickly, consider looking into bringing balance to that lymphatic system. Happy Friday, Centuria. Norman Ikea, I think I just went over that yesterday. Yeah. So herbs for the digestive system. Herbs are for structure, function, and fluids. I can stop sharing this now. All right, structure being the actual cells, tissues, organs, fluids being blood and lymph, and the function, of course, the function of those cells, tissues, and organs. The main herb I like to mention for the digestive system is marshmallow root, which is great for the entire gastrointestinal tract. Reason being, it has the Mosin actions, which can be used to heal the intestinal walls or really reduce inflammation throughout the GIT. I need a good formula for a tummy detox. Eat more fruits. Eat more fruits, berries, and melons. You trying to reduce your tummy size? So the Mosins reduce inflammation. They also can help to heal the tissues, mainly because they reduce inflammation in the tissues. Sorry, I missed. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, so basically what I talked about, Norman, is that nervines is what you want to look into. And nervine is an herbal action, and specifically relaxant nervines or sedatives, because you got to start to bring balance to the central nervous system. You know, the brain is a part of the central nervous system, but also you have to make sure you're moving the waste out away from the brain, because everywhere you go or everywhere you look inside the body, you have cells. These cells have functions. These functions create waste. So you always have cellular waste everywhere, and you have to move that cellular waste out so then the cells can begin to heal. And you do that through promoting detoxification and moving the lymph. Yeah, it's the same. So Leon, I was just talking to Norman about Parkinson's, so Alzheimer's. It doesn't matter what neuro It doesn't matter what neurological problem it is. It could be ADHD, uh, tumors on the brain. I forget what they call it, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same when you break it down, and it's simple. You're not looking for a isolate or a specific chemical you need, and you need to give the body more of that chemical. No, you need to promote the elimination of the waste and feed your body the right nutrition, so then the cells can strengthen and also be clean at the same time. And the key really is promoting the movement of your lymphatic system. And now we're talking about light exercise. We're talking about eating fruits, berries, and melons. We're talking about fasting, etc. You know, how basically what our bodies were designed to eat. No, because you're talking about reversing Alzheimer's, but I don't like to say reversing Alzheimer's, just basically supporting the wellness of the brain. So no, it can help. Gotu kola will help. You know, it promotes circulation. It's great for the nerves. It's great for the skin. It will help, but gotu kola is doing nothing for your kidneys. And to move the lymphatic waste out, you got to get some herbs for the kidneys. So again, it will help, but I wouldn't count on it reversing, or I wouldn't count on it giving you the results you're looking for. We're talking about herbal formulas as well as food. And with any neurological problem, you have to have electricity. It's the nerves. What foods have electricity, or what foods are electrifying? And that will be your fruits. All right, the next herb I want to talk about is chamomile. Great for the stomach. It's a mild nervous system sedative. Now, the way the body works when moving food through the gastrointestinal tract, you have moving food through this gastrointestinal tract, you have an action known as peristalsis, and this is controlled by your adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands sits on top of your kidneys, right? So, and the reason I bring that up is because if you need to work on your adrenal gland function, it is best to work on your kidney function as well, because they can influence one another. So the adrenal glands is responsible for peristalsis, and chamomile, being a nervine sedative, could potentially help with that, or just help with your peristalsis function, or the involuntary muscle contractions of the gastrointestinal tract kind of be balanced, or calm them down. Essentially, sedative, sedate. It's also an antispasmodic. So if there's any spasming going on, it can help reduce the spasms. It's also an anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and carminative. So carminative can help relieve flatulence. It's great for those IBS. Now, also, too, it's important to note that if you have any type of ragweed allergies, not a good idea to take chamomile, because you will get any allergic reaction. So definitely want to make sure you're not allergic to any ragweed before consuming chamomile. Another herb you could look into for digestive problems, or just to promote your liver health, is dandelion root. It can help to move bowel, or help promote the liver's ability to create bowel. Bowel is responsible for digesting your fat, so, or emulsifying your fats. So if you're having a fat problem, look into cholagogues or herbs with a cholagogue action like dandelion root. It's also a bitter and alternative. So bitter, it will help to promote the secretions of your digestive juices throughout the body. So that could be promoting saliva. So if you have a dry mouth, you may want to look into bitters. That could be, you need more hydrochloric acid in the stomach. So poor stomach function, that can help to elevate the acid in the stomach. as well as it promotes the movement or function of the liver and the pancreas. So if you're having problems with breaking down your food, bitters are a great herbal action to observe. And then the alternative, it will help to promote the movement of lymph. So just a quick recap, digestive problems. Why should you, focus on getting herbs? I didn't mention this, but why choose herbs over the other stuff? Well, for one, less side effects, and two, it's natural. Let's just be honest here. And it's important to understand your body and how to heal or reverse problems in your body without having to rely on someone else. And if you're just tuning in, a couple of herbs, I mentioned 3 herbs for the digestive system. That would be marshmallow root, chamomile flowers, and dandelion root. Those are some pretty known herbs. But also you have herbs such as slippery elm bark, which is another herb that has a demulcent action. You have lemon balm, which is another nervine relaxant as well as a carminative. So it can help to remove gas. You have adaptogens that focuses on the adrenal glands function. And the adaptogens are not necessarily for the digestive system, but they have an effect on the digestive system because they promote the function of the adrenal glands. So herbs within adaptogenic action are licorice root, ashwagandha, as well as rhodiola root. And you always want to make sure you are researching the toxicity and contraindications of herbs before use. So toxicity basically means at a certain dosage, X will happen. Whether, and most herbs that are out there now are safe. You don't have to worry too much. And it really gets tricky when you have medications involved and you have to, research the contraindications to make sure you're not disrupting the function of your medication by taking such herb. All right, if you want to support the podcast, go ahead and head over to HerbManT. I did it again. Go head over to patreon.com/HerbManT. If you want to support the podcast, head over to patreon.com/HerbManT. I'll be live again Monday. I am live Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for joining. And until next time, peace.
Spectate.
Feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. And be held accountable for everything that you do. Be surrounded by the ones that are loving you. Growing never sink unless you sinking in the shot. While you in the fourth quarter and the haters sit and watch. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think